welcome back. It's Sunday again. Woo, yes. And I'm feeling good. I hope you are too. But yeah, no, I am feeling good because I started a diet this week and it's not fallen flat on its ass. Yes, which is good. I have never in my life felt like I've ever done a diet. There's a big difference. Right? I've always, I say always, I lost weight twice in my life and they were both very successful, but both very much in the past and buried under my eating habits. So it's a bit different, right? Because this is just pure diet, right? I've done, occasionally I'll just be like stood in a room on my own and just be like that, which isn't really exercise, but it does stop the knees from seizing up, I find. But yeah, no, it was a suggestion from a friend. It got passed through like a secret. Put the keys over there so they don't jingle the whole time. Right, so it was a secret from a friend passed through going, have you heard about the diet? Which is always the sign of a good diet, right? Just someone going, I've heard a thing. Someone's lost some weight over there. We're going to find out some more. And then, yeah, so it's been good because it's not like I have to do too much work on it because it's called, I can remember the name of it. Exante, I think is what it's called. It could be something else. It could be X. But either way, right? So they send you a lovely green box. Sometimes they don't. Depends if they like you. I think that's what it comes down to anyway. They look at your name and go, no green box for you, fucko. And they just send you a brown box with some bubble wrap and then all the stuff inside. But what's in the box? That's the main thing, right? It's just like sachets of stuff, which evidently I was at the girlfriend's having one of the sachets, got it out, was flicking it, make sure all the good stuff's down the bottom. It's a lot of milkshakes and stuff, but so I'm flicking that down, right, trying to get it sorted out. And one of the cats looks up, and the cat can't read. He just sees me stood with a sachet, and he's confused. He's like, are you feeding me now? It's not even food time, you big idiot. I was like, no, this is for me. And the cat went, sorry, can't read that because I'm a cat. I was like, it's understandable. And then I put it in my little bowl on the floor and I ate it. No, that's not what happened. Yeah, but no, it's not just milkshakes, which is a big thing that happened for Slim Fast. It was like milkshake, some sort of meal at the end of the day. This is like, they send you stuff which can be convincing and other times is not convincing, but either way, you end up farting a lot more. Well, I say that. A lot of people say they're farting a lot more. With me, it's hard to tell the difference because I like to let rip all the time. Just put a pose in as well when you do it. That's how you make it enjoyable. Otherwise, you're just sort of like, oh, who did that? If you try and cover it up too much as well, if you tense up, it sort of comes out extra squeaky. It's more funny, and then everyone knows it's you anyway. But yeah, so I've not really noticed any difference. It's quite good because they said like soup and stuff. It does vaguely taste like soup. But no, it's actually all pretty good. And they got the meal replacement bars as well, which I like because it's like eating. And I call them power bars. They're not power bars, but they are to me. You know what I mean? It's the reason I never became a dancer, I think. Because too worried about what people might think. I'm going like, what's in with all this dancing? Right. It's a meal replacement bar, is what they're calling it, to invite me in, but realistically, it's a chocolate bar. and I quite enjoy it. The main difference I've noticed though is I have somewhat changed my eating habits, because I've noticed, right, you get like these 3 of these things a day, and then you have a meal at the end, but like a reduced calorie meal. So it's basically me and the girlfriend are just in the kitchen, just like we're trying to crack the Enigma code. We're just there going, right, how do we get an egg in here? How do we get some chicken in here? How much steak can we use? Maybe if we sacrifice some rice, we can have a bit more. It's very, very intense moment, and then you have it. You know. And apart from realising I used to eat way too much food, which I already knew, let's be honest, the thing that has changed for me a lot is like the way I eat, which is very good, because I mean, before it was like I was involved in some sort of a race, and we all know how competitive I am. But I used to just like a chocolate bar, right? I make one of them last night. Ooh, maybe 5-10 minutes now. I'm just sort of slowly just eating a bit off. Right? This is the thing I never understood that women did before. They would eat slowly, and I think it's because they're just always on a diet. Men, less so. My observation, make your own. But yeah, so I now sort of like took little bits off, and it's sort of like, I enjoy this very slowly, and it's better this way, right? Because before, I could have had one of them bars in 2 bites, just hum. Haven't even finished the first bite yet, just hum. Oh, that's squashed down enough to get the rest in. Right? And meals, it was like how much I force in my mouth, and I was and you just sit there like, but now it's all like, I look way more sophisticated. I'll never look fully sophisticated, but I do look a lot more. They say as well, put the cutlery down. I can't remember who said this, but someone said put the cutlery down between bites. You know. You put the cutlery down like I just did there. And we're appreciating, not like, yes. So I've gone up a class, I think, which is good. But yeah, I think I never really believed in diets before, because simply this. When I lost weight one of the times, which was basically I just went down the gym and just outdid what I was eating. I think I did eat a bit less. I'm not completely wasting my time. But I went to a gym where there was a lot of like actual bodybuilders that ran a shop that sold crazy milkshakes and other stuff, right? And you know, they'd see me in there late night, like wasn't me boxing, by the way, that's me on a cross trainer. Right, so I'm doing that, right, finishing off, sort of taking off the leg warmers and the headband, coming over and like, hey, you come to my shop to buy some stuff? I don't know where they're from. Holland, apparently. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's like, hey, what's your diet like? Because this is key, right? And I was like, wow. whatever. He's like, you need to eat more meals in a day, but small meals and lots of them. I was like, let's ask some of the others. Hey, how many meals do you eat a day? It's like 5, 6, right, 4, whatever, right? I was like, you all have a gut that I'm trying to get rid of. So if you don't mind, don't care, don't want to be a bodybuilder. Because that's what I felt they were trying to do to me. They kept sort of being like, hey, you've lost some weight, what you need to do now is build up and become bodybuilder. Boom, boom, right? I don't. I think I'd look ridiculous. I can't afford to spend that much time in the gym and, you know, trying to take the weight off my knees. I mean, I can't replace like 50 stone of weight or whatever with the same amount of weight but just in a different form. It's still just carrying it around. And, you know, I'll never achieve my dream of performing for the Royal Ballet. If I knew a ballet song, that would be better, wouldn't it? But no, I don't. What's the Swan one? Swan Lake, Geoff, think it through. I don't know. Either way, it's good though, I've heard. I've not seen it. Because I heard that the ballet, when you go and watch it, it's very hot in there. Because you don't want anyone to pull a muscle or anything like that. So apparently they keep it insanely hot. Another little fact about me, I do not like the heat. Because it just does something to me. I'm just like, I can't breathe, this is horrible. I sweat more than anyone, I'll be honest with you. I make Lee Evans look like an amateur when it comes to sweating. It's embarrassing, but well, it's not embarrassing. I just sort of just like, oh, great, now I've got to get changed because you've got the heating on. Very middle of the road when it comes to heat. It'll be just right. Although, do like a summer holiday, which is, you know, in the sun, getting that good stuff in you. Like, oh, it's the summertime. So that heat, good, stuck in a hot room with watching something I'm not that interested in, I don't think. Might change my mind when I see it, because you never know. Yeah. Sometimes you watch something and you go, wow, that's amazing, I didn't think I was going to enjoy that. Which is why, once this whole thing's done, you should all go to like open micy things and talent shows. So you just might find something out about yourself and you're like, wow, I want to see more of that. See? Entertainment. Stay out of the house for a bit because you've been locked in for about 2 fucking years. Feels good though to have done that. It's good. So save some money. If I hadn't made some errors, I could have saved a bit more money. But I think I do. I think there's a real difference between like the grandparent generation and my generation downwards about spending money. Because I mean, if I think I spend too much money on stuff I don't need to spend money on. If I use my noggin a bit, I thought I need to start thinking, can I do this free first? Work that out, have a bit of fun, right? And then we'll think, or can I do without it and work on that? Because like, I hear stuff about grandparents and things like that, and it's just the sacrifice they had to make. It's like, because they always do that thing, don't they? When they say, oh, you could leave your door open all night, no worry, no, everything's changed. It's like, yes, you didn't have anything in the house to steal. No one wants your kettle that's been used since the 1830s or that bathtub that's had your 15 kids in. No one wants it. What else you got in there? Bit of ham in a hole in the kitchen because the fridge hasn't been invented yet. Of course no one's coming in to steal shit. So So, but, like, I think I need more of that thinking process in my own life. Because you do sometimes listen to their life and think, that's really sad. But they always seem so happy, so maybe it's not. Don't know where that's going, but trust me, I didn't spend that much either. I'm proper reserved unless I've had a drink and I'm like, ah! Get me a drink, do 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 do. Hey. I wake up in the morning and go, I need 7 breakfasts this morning. That's the other thing as well, right? I've got to keep this train moving once we get to the point with the diet where it's like, right, now we need to adjust back to normal, keep the portion sizes down, maybe do some exercise. But the other thing I was thinking of doing, because it's sort of linked to the grandparents' way of mine, like when it comes to like desserts and stuff, I can split it with the missus then. It's like, oh, it's like, oh, do you want a bun? Oh, I don't know. You know, unless you want to split one. If she says no, we don't have one, that's fine. I move on and continue to get shredded. I'm not buying thin clothes, though. I don't think I will do. Because there's nothing better than losing weight and then going shopping and being like, it fits. It actually fits. Right? Nothing better than that. So I will do, but I do like baggy clothes, which obviously I haven't got to wear for a while, because even baggy clothes become skinny clothes. So, but yeah, I like just keep everything a mystery, so no one knows I've become shredded, because I will. Not actually, I can't be bothered. You've seen the hours those guys put into looking all bubbly. He's like bubble wrap. But yeah, he's gone well nonetheless. But yeah, keep thinking about cheat meals though, which is good. Because a lot of people say cheat day, but a friend of mine yesterday said, go for a cheat meal, focus on what it is you want, but still keep the portion down. So that's been what I've been thinking about. It's good though. I feel like I've got more energy because I'm trying to distract myself from hunger, and I'm not like heavily bloated the whole time. Okay. So I feel good. Everything is going well. But yeah, it was like, yeah, just get your cheap meal, focus on what you want, keep it down. But I kept thinking I want a kebab, right? And you can't just have a small kebab, what's wrong with it? You've got to have the large, that's the whole point of the experience, is that you eat it and you then go, oh. And then, that's my thought process. Anywho, I think it's fair to say some of the information that I've shared with you this evening has been slightly suspect. It's time for something we can all rely on. It's time for Geoff's Fact, just 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 fact. Wedding cake is delicious. Geoff's Fact, just 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 fact. Yes. Oh dear. I should have stretched before doing this. Everything's clicky. Right. Now, Need a big question, don't I? Or do I? It's going to be the big question this week. Do I need a big question? Right. La 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 la. It's me if I was a ballerina. Right. Right. You think of a big question because I forgot to. Any suggestions? Probably not. But I'll leave it out there for a second. So I'm sure I can think of something. Oh, right, I know. Just to help me through my day. What? Done it. I've only gone and done it. This is the sort of talent that keeps this thing going for so long. I feel like it's close to a year now that I've been doing this, which is pretty exciting. I'll find out when the first one was, and we'll make a big fuss when it happens. But for now, instead of the big occasion, it's time for the big question. Yes. And it is, of course, what is the best cake, ladies and gentlemen? What is the best cake? I want to hear about cake I've not heard about. Don't know. I mean, are you full sweet on the cake, or are you sort of like, I want a bit of relaxing on the sweetness of the cake? What are we going for? Maybe you're like, hey, I'll tell you what the best cake is, pancake. Because you can have one on a diet. No. Which is instantly, actually in my mind, relegated it to the bottom. But no, you put enough whipped cream, chocolate sauce and everything else. All cake. Nice. Victoria sponge. I like how Gander, you've just gone in there and just gone all cake. How dare you suggest there's a rating system? But fair enough. I know how you feel. But look, there is some cake that's not very nice. I didn't want to put the worst cake. Let's not start by just crapping on people. Victoria sponge, a classic. I like a Victoria sponge. It's great on its own, but you can also like put icing over it and say it's a birthday cake or a wedding cake. I've even been to a wedding once where they had a Victoria sponge as the wedding cake with no icing. Genius. And you can imagine how exciting Nicole was. Followed by a chocolate fudge cake. Oh, we're putting in a ranking system. I do like a Costco cake. Yes. Yes, you do. Oh my God. Costco cake, just for the size alone, is enough. But no, the Costco cake, something magical is happening. in their bakery world. I don't know what it is, but something magical is going on in there. Chocolate fudge cake is. I'll tell you what did used to like is a double chocolate gâteau, because my grandma used to get them when we used to go round, and it was like, that was like one of the things I was excited about. I was like, she got the double chocolate gâteau. She's like, yes, yeah. Eating habits problems started. So, like a Costco cake. Might get one for my birthday, which is next year now. Be allowed outside. Yeah. And I've had heard that like you put them in the fridge, I don't sort of pick up everything in the fridge, but you know what? In that case, we'll eat it all in one go. That's the way to do it. A Victoria Sponge chocolate cake, all cake. Just doing a cupcakes are nice, aren't they? Like them. The thing I like about a cupcake is you can eat it without people thinking that you're an animal. You just pick one up and just casually like. With a cake, sort of like, how much slice do I get in? I don't care actually, I'm just like, give me a big fucking slice and a big spoon, fork, I'll use my hand, I don't care, give it to me. I'll tell you what I do like though, I do prefer like, like instead of icing, frosting, I like that, because it's gooey and it's properly disgusting but in a good way. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not to knock icing. Hash cake. Interesting. Hey, hash cake, you know. Is it the cake you like though, Gander? I tell you what though, there is something about that though, because I once was at a friend of a friend's house, and they were making hash cakes, hash brownies it happened. A brownie. Yeah, to make hash brownies they pulled them out of the oven and it was extra special. It's like, those smell really good. So, hash cake. Yeah. Has become German. Yeah. Is banana bread a cake, or is that... That's just bread. It's called banana bread, isn't it? Some people call it banana cake, but... banana bread. It's like Jaffa cakes, isn't it? That's a biscuit. No, it really isn't. It's Jaffa cake. It says in the box, cake. It's cake. Okay? It self-identifies as a cake. Anyway, it's bread. Well, that's that problem solved. It's bread, but it's delicious bread. They do have like sugary breads, so yeah, why not? It's like they have bread and butter pudding. Tastes like cake, almost. Cake. Well, I want to stop it there because I am starting to want to eat things that I should be eating for a few weeks. Because I do need to get into a suit for a wedding, so that's the goal. And then, you know, I'll see if I want to give up after that. No, I'm sticking to it this time. It's not worth it anymore. Giving. Right, that was good. Anyway, so any more cake suggestions? No. Got a cake out there. But I think, let's be good. Let's go with the first answer. Just say, all cake. What cake's the best cake? all the cake. So, thank you for playing. You both won nothing. You both won a good day on me. Ta-da! That day is today, and it's just going to be a good day because I said it was. That was the big question. Right. So I'll just back in my pocket before I lose everything. Right. No, it's been wonderful. Enjoyed myself. A good time. Learn a lot. Back next week with more of this greatness and another big question, another one of Geoff's facts, and maybe even a song. Who knows? See you all next week and have a good week. This has been Go on My Sunday.